All right, good evening. Sorry we're a couple minutes late. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We need to be a little, yes! Thank you for that energy. Good evening, Hatfield. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jamila Winder. I'm proud to chair the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners, and we are thrilled to have our board meeting on the road right here in Hatfield. Thank you to our Hatfield commissioners for their hospitality and the swag. You have some really good swag there. And for letting us use this great place. I know we always say, if you've ever been to our boardroom in One Montgomery, not to tease our colleagues, but it does not look like this. And so we are excited to get the evening started, and we have a lot in store for all of you. But before we do so, I'd like to invite Luca Miller, First Class Scout with Troop 542, Den Chief, Pack 410, to come on up to the front, Luca, and Dottie Miller's grandson, and you're going to lead us in the pledge. You ready? Yeah. All right, let's do the pledge.
Where's it?
Luca, it's right here. Yep. Go.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great, let's give
Great
Luca
job.
a round of applause. Luca, let's come up here so you can take a quick picture with us, okay?
Turn around and hit it.
Oh. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And one more. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. That's my pitch.
Our chief operating officer was trying to tell me my mic wasn't on, but I think we're good.
We hear
Red
you.
means on, right?
We hear you.
That's right. Okay, we're in good shape. So I know the three of us look forward to hearing what's on your mind during public comment period a little later in the meeting, but this is an opportunity for us to share how the county has been working with Hatfield leaders to make improvements in your community. On your way in, you may have seen handouts that detail some of the investments that the county has made here in Hatfield. These are investments in shared priorities like affordability, economic mobility, and social support, roads, trails, and infrastructure upgrades, and training and equipment for local fire and EMS first responders. In all, we've recently invested nearly $2 million in support so that Hatfield continues to be a safe and prosperous community. If you didn't get the handout on the way in, please grab it as you leave. Last Friday, the three of us were in Bluebell to help break ground on a new affordable housing complex for seniors. We can clap for that. The county was proud to support this project with $1.8 million in investments. Housing affordability affects every community and affects people at every single stage of life, and it requires more than one single policy or initiative. That's the philosophy behind our new Montgomery County Housing Blueprint, which we launched earlier this summer. We need to preserve homes, build housing, support housing stability, and create options for current and future generations. We've seen some questions come up on social media about how we intend to reach these goals. Our housing team and comms team took some of the most recent questions and created a housing blueprint FAQ that you can find on our social media channels. Next, I want to highlight a survey from our Office of Drug and Alcohol that they're currently conducting called the Treatment Needs Assessment. This is a state-mandated survey that takes place every 5 years. It's designed to assess how well local substance use services are meeting the needs of those living with substance use disorders. And it's a great opportunity to take a look at the availability and quality of treatment services, barriers to accessing care, service gaps, and ideas for improvement. As a sister living with a brother in recovery, I want to make sure that we continue to prioritize this work. The survey is open through September 4th and is totally confidential. And there will be community listening sessions, either in person or virtual, in August and September. The results will be shared in early 2027. Next, I want to highlight our first ever Black Author and Business Expo, which is set to take place on Saturday, August 22nd at the Oaks Convention Center. We already have 100 authors and business owners signed up to participate as vendors. It's free to register. Feel free to bring your family to discover inspiring stories, connect with local authors, and support Black-owned businesses. Also, the first 250 students in attendance will receive free backpacks filled with school supplies. Beyond kids and families, this is also a great opportunity for business owners and working professionals to grow their networks. It's going to be a great day in support of entrepreneurs and creatives in our county, especially as we celebrate Black Business Month in August. I will be there. So I want to thank our DEI team, particularly Dr. Vidra Jackson and Ashley Faison, for their hard work getting this expo off the ground. Finally, I want to acknowledge a special Monco resident in attendance tonight. Can Ben Hartranft please stand? Oh, I know Ben. Yes. Come on up, Ben. Come on up, Ben. But I have some nice things to say about you first, okay? So Ben is a Montgomery Township resident who is a tireless advocate for people living with autism. And thanks to his leadership, Ben just became one of 28 people selected by Governor Shapiro to join the newly formed Governor's Advisory Commission on People with Disabilities. So Ben, I want to congratulate you on your new appointment. It's incredibly well-deserved. I've seen the work that you do, and thank you for making Monco proud.
Thank you.
So we're going to give Ben a commendation as well as take a photo.
I love it. I'm going to frame this tonight. Yes, I am going to frame it.
Can we take a picture?
Yes, absolutely. I got to take a selfie too.
You want to do a selfie?
Absolutely. We love Monco!
Do you have a phone?
I do. Real quick. Here. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. You ready? You want to stand on the ends?
Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Oh, here we go.
Okay. All right, the ends. Are we in?
You got it. That's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. I'll be very quick.
Great. Now I'll transition to my colleague, Commissioner Neil Makisha.
Good evening, Hatfield. It's wonderful to be out here on the road in the community. Hatfield is an amazing place for so many reasons. It's important for our county. Many of you may know a few of the roads in Hatfield Township are owned and maintained by the county, including parts of Broad Street, Old Sumney Town Pike, and Unionville Pike. So part of our job here is road maintenance, but the rest of our job is explaining why we can't fix the traffic light to get onto 309, which is not us. If anyone asks which are the county roads, which are the state roads, ours are the ones without the potholes. Just to confirm, it's the easiest way to tell which ones are the county roads. We wanted to recognize 2 Hatfield nonprofits that are doing amazing work before we get into the meeting today. And I want to name one of them, which is Friendship House Daycare, and their director, Julie Dickman, is here. Where's Julie? Welcome, Julie. So bring you up in a second. But Friendship House is a child care and early education center on Cowpath Road. It's part of the outreach ministry of the Hatfield Church of the Brethren. And for us, access to childcare, quality childcare is so important. It's really a challenge in our county and elsewhere. And Friendship House has been laying the foundation for lifelong success for kids here for more than 50 years. It's one of many local child care centers that we supported both during the pandemic and since through our county's child care programming funding. And while they currently serve 40 children, they have plans to expand and hope to serve up to 150 children in the future. So we're very excited for you and all the kids that you will serve. We're grateful to the educators, the staff, the volunteers who make Friendship House a trusted provider for so many of your families. And many former students actually return as parents, as we've heard, and even grandparents of children that are enrolled today. So tonight we'd like to thank Julie and bring you up for a photo and commendation as well. Thank you.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and the next nonprofit is Garden of Health. And from Garden of Health, we have Carol Bauer here. Carol, thank you for joining us. I'm going to tell those of you who may not know about Garden of Health, but it's really an incredible organization, a food bank that provides healthy food to families in Montgomery and Bucks County. Founded in 2015, Garden of Health distributes fresh, allergen-free, gluten-free, non-processed, restriction-friendly foods to families in need. As someone with many restrictions, I appreciate that. In 2023, Garden of Health developed an 8-acre community farm right here in Hatfield in partnership with Hatfield Township. And all of the produce that's grown here is donated to pantries and residents in need. Volunteers play a huge role in making all of that possible. Garden of Health represents really the best of the community, people who are working together, making sure that everyone has access to healthy and nutritious food. That's never been more important at a time when we're seeing crisis with SNAP and the cuts and hunger rising across the board. So we're incredibly grateful for Carol, your team, all the volunteers for providing this incredible service to our community. So please come on up. Thank you.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Okay. So 2 topics on elections. One less fun, one more fun. So voting is one of the fundamental rights of our democracy, perhaps the fundamental right to protect all other rights. And our goal as a county is to make sure that participation is easy for every eligible voter. Mail-in voting has been a part of that. And Pennsylvanians have had the option to vote by mail absentee since 1937. They've had an option to do so without any excuse since 2020 as part of a bill that was passed in a bipartisan fashion in Harrisburg. Our election system works because there's a clear division of responsibility set out in the Constitution, where states set the rules, counties administer elections, and voters can trust that their ballots will be cast, counted, and in fact, if they vote by mail, delivered by the U.S. Post Office in a fashion like all other mail. I bring this up because the USPS recently proposed a rule disrupting the process of how mail-in ballots could be processed and delivered. And it would place an extraordinary burden on counties that would essentially be impossible for us to administer mail-in ballots. in the upcoming election. And so as a result, our county joined 5 other Pennsylvania counties to submit comments to the post office to withdraw the proposal and to preserve a system of voting that has been legal, that has worked effectively and securely for millions of Pennsylvanians. We were joined by Allegheny, Bucks, Chester, Delco, and Philadelphia in other counties, representing about 40% of Pennsylvania's population. And we hope that that rule will be withdrawn. And in the meantime, we will ensure that we continue to process every mail-in application as we always do, that we have the drop boxes available as we do in 18 places across the county, making it as easy as possible for people to vote. Now, on the lighter side, as we continue to vote and to celebrate our hard-won right to vote, in Montgomery County, we are not letting those actions take the joy out of the democratic process. And so we created a contest for people of all ages to design the I voted sticker that could be worn by up to 600,000 eligible voters in Montgomery County. And we had an amazing set of submissions, 300 submissions from across the county, I believe from ages 4 to 72. So a wide range of civically inclined residents submitted their applications, and we've got 4 of those winners here tonight out of the 300, and I'm excited to share the results and for you to meet them. So now for a surprising number of residents, they really fixated on dinosaurs. I think it really, my son's 3, he loves dinosaurs. I didn't realize everybody loves dinosaurs. But you could say it was quite a success, a roaring success. But with us this evening, starting with Samuel, age 8, from Pennsburg. He was the designer of the I'm Cool, I Voted sticker. Samuel, are you here? Come on up. And you want to show your design? Actually, why don't you can stay right here. So I like that. I recently met a voter who was saying, we really got to encourage people to vote. We have to make them feel that it's cool to vote. And what better way than to wear a sticker that says, I'm cool, I voted. So thank you, Samuel. You're a winner. 300 of the 300, you made it. So next up, we've got Genevieve, age 13, from North Wales. Come on up, Genevieve. So this is very special to all of us for the county. It is the distinctive geography, the outline of Montgomery County, and shares some stars and stripes. So please give her a round of applause for her design again. Next up, we've got Ellie, age 11, from Abington. Ellie, are you here? Is Ellie here? Somebody stand in for Ellie. We got to put her up there. It's one of my favorites. Similarly, all right. So Ellie, Ellie's very tall. Ellie, man, your 11th year must have been. I don't know. It's been a tough one. I'm just kidding. I give it up for Ellie. And next, to prove that, and we had others with dinosaurs, but Max, age 42, from King of Prussia, also loves dinosaurs. So that is a T-Rex jet skiing. And I have the first roll. This is a sample roll of the stickers. And you can see that you're going to be able to choose one of these if you vote in person this year. I hate to say it, they're not going to be in the vote by mail because we're still using $18,000 worth of stickers from last election. I said we should have sold them to Delco and just used these, but but we had to do the fiscally responsible thing. But you're going to be able to pick these up, and it's really exciting. And I just want to thank all the young people who put in the time to make these designs and really give us the kind of celebration we should be having on Election Day every year. So come on up for a photo, and let's give them all a round of applause. Okay, we're going to come down there. Okay. We'll come over.
Go. 3, 2, 1.
Almost done. Okay, got one thing left. I was actually going to save those stickers for our first vote after we approve the minutes. Give each of us a sticker, but we still got those. We'll save them. You can pick one. So finally, from me, this week I have the honor of announcing July's Way to Go winners. So this is something that we do at the county where employees are nominated by their colleagues to be recognized for their work in serving the public and our communities. And we've got a number of Way to Go winners, and I'll end with one who's here, but we've got Mariah Fair Marie, who's an officer in pretrial services, Sandy Lloyd, a district court clerk, Kevin Regalado, who's a navigate for Community Connections, and Domenico Verone, who is a trial clerk in the clerk of courts. And today we have John Mastroni. Is John here? John, way to go. Thank you for joining us. So John, I'll just read something from his colleagues. John's an operations supervisor at the Board of Assessments. John took on a very hard job of coordinating assessment hearings, and no matter how stressful it gets, remember these are hearings where people are very mad about their property tax assessment, not an easy job. He's always done amazing work, staying positive, being efficient, working well with everybody who comes through the office. So way to go, congratulations, and come on up, John. Thanks.
Long time no see. How you doing?
Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Okay, with that, I will turn it over to my colleague, Commissioner DeBello.
All righty. Good evening, everyone. It's really exciting to be here in Hatfield, as mentioned. This was an initiative that I proposed over 3 years ago when we first became county commissioners, and we all agreed that this was a great opportunity for us to get out on the road. This is our fifth location that we've been at, and everywhere we've gone in Montgomery County, it's great to see everyone and hear about, things that are happening local to their communities, and, talk with us as county commissioners, especially those that aren't able to make our meetings, our normal meetings, which are Thursdays in Norristown during the day. So it's great to see so many smiling faces. Hatfield's a great place. It's a friendly place, and we're really excited to be in your community this evening. So I want to thank everyone for being here. And, with Hatfield, one of the things I want to spotlight is the Roden Group. We have them here this evening as special guests. I think Kyle Koblenz is here from the Roden Group. He's the Vice President of Sales. Kyle, you here? There he is. Roden is an injection molding company that serves a wide range of industries, food and beverage, medical and pharmaceuticals, construction, and consumer products. Roden has grown into one of the largest family-owned businesses in the industry, and they've been going strong since 1956, making billions of parts every year. It's really great local success story. And I was lucky enough to tour the facility back in September last year, and it was amazing to see the equipment and the precision the parts that they make day in and day out. It's just incredible, and so it's such an amazing opportunity to see these type of industries that are in Montgomery County. So I want to thank Kyle for being here and representing Roden, and thank you for everything that you guys have been doing for many, many years here in Hatfield. So thank you. Do we have a, yep.
Thanks.
Okay, and then sticking with Hatfield, I know many of you know, probably all of you know, of the recent brand new Hatfield Police Station that was just dedicated just a few weeks ago. It's been several years in the making, so I was glad to see so many members of our community out and to celebrate that grand opening back in June 20th. And thanks to Chief Tierney and all the Hatfield Police Department. Is Chief here? Nope. They actually named the street after him right by the police department. So it's really cool when you go by the police department, make sure you check that out. So it was great to be part of that grand opening. And it was an exciting event. I mean, talk about Hatfield really knows how to party. I mean, you guys put on a heck of a street fair that whole afternoon, and the rain pretty much held out. It threatened a few times. It was a great day, and it was, if you haven't had the opportunity, I'm sure if you want to stop by, they'll give you a nice tour of the police department. Don't get in trouble because you'll get a different tour of the police department. But no, it's a great honor to have been there and seen that. So with everything that's been going on, we've been seeing All America 250 events that have been happening throughout Montgomery County. As county commissioners, we've been attending different events all over the place. We've had I can't even think of the number of events that we've been at. I know that we're at multiple parades. On July 4th, I was at Skip-Pack, and then unfortunately I was going to be shooting over to Glenside, but that parade was canceled, and I know that you guys were up in Pottstown. So it was a warm day, but it was a fun day, and it was great to be out in the community as we celebrated the 4th. We were also over at the Valley Forge Park celebrating their 50th anniversary as a national park, and we did a ribbon cutting of they put in a new fire pit. Storytelling fire pit. So that was fun, and we've seen all the news throughout the last several weeks about the Big Boy, the train that it came rolling through Montgomery County. Did everyone get a chance to see Big Boy? Yeah. it came through most of our area along from Pottstown down through Phoenixville, Royersford, Phoenixville, down to, through King of Prussia, Bridgeport, all that, July 2nd and July 3rd. So it was amazing. I actually had the opportunity to get a tour of the big boy when it was parked in King of Prussia. I couldn't believe it is enormous. I was actually standing right next to one of the wheels, and the wheel itself was actually, I'm 6'1", and the wheel itself was bigger than I was. It was just when they say big boy, it was definitely a big boy. I got the opportunity to climb up into the main engine and see all of the controls, all the valves and all that. But what was really exciting was the very last car of the train was Roosevelt's car that he used to travel around the country. And a lot of it was preserved. And when we were walking through, they had to, because Roosevelt was confined to a wheelchair, and they actually had to make a wheelchair special for him so he could maneuver around in that rail car. And then they showed us their sleeping quarters. Now, he was 6'2", and we don't have a picture of it here, but when they showed the bed, I was like, that bed it was tiny. I'm like, how did he even sleep in this thing? But it was a really piece of history to see that, and it was exciting to be part of, to see this and be on that train. And who knows, we'll be back again sometime soon. You never know, but another 50 years, maybe we'll celebrate 300 years, right? So the other thing, while that was going on, I had the opportunity, I was invited down to Washington, D.C. at the State Department. They rolled out the first few hundred America 250 new passports. So it was really exciting to be down in D.C. and getting one of those new passports that are going to be available now. And I got the opportunity to meet Secretary Marco Rubio. So it was a good day down in D.C. as well. And then also we have our annual back to school drive is coming up. I want to mention that we are getting ready to get this thing started, and it will roll through August 21st. And the number one most needed item is backpacks. But all school supplies are welcome: pens, pencils, notebooks, tissues, wipes, anything that you would like to donate. Please feel free to bring it to one of the drop boxes at the DeKalb Center in Norristown, or you could contribute to our Amazon wish list, and that information could be found on the county website. So please, it's always a big success, and but like I said, backpacks is the number one requested item. So please find a few backpacks locally and get them donated to the county as well. And I guess finally, one of the things I'm really excited about also is that I proposed earlier this year about putting a financial advisory committee in place, and we're going to be voting on that this evening. So I'm excited that, again, as three commissioners, we're working together to really put a lot of good things in place here in Montgomery County. And I think that's all I got for now.
Great, thank you. All right, we have a couple presentations tonight, and I promise we will not be here all night. But first up, President Lestraco, right? I'm sitting in your chair right now, I think, but I'm going to ask you to thank you. I'm going to ask you to give us a presentation and welcome us to Hatfield.
Well, first I want to welcome the commissioners from Montgomery County tonight and your staff. It's such a pleasure to have you, and I'm so proud to be here tonight. Again, my name is Jennifer Lestraco. I'm president of the Hatfield Board of Commissioners. I do say we have regrets from Commissioner Tom Zipfel and Commissioner Jerry Andrus, and also Vice President Shahid Partha. They all had work things going on out of Hatfield tonight, so sorry they couldn't be here tonight, but Commissioner Carla D'Alessio, she's here tonight, so thank you for being here. Okay. So here in Hatfield, we like to work hard and play hard, as you said, with our celebration for our police station, which was such a fabulous event back in June. Some other events that we've had besides that, of course, the police station, the building of the police station, the opening this winter was extraordinary, and so we're really proud to have them in a new space now. We also had our first ever Hatfield Township Pride and Diversity flag raising and celebration. That was in June as well. And we had our first ever Juneteenth flag raising here at the Township Building. So we're really proud of that event, those two events, of course. Also, we had several events by our Hatfield residents who formed a committee, the Hatfield 250 Committee. They've come up with some really great activities and events this year, so we're so proud that we were able to attend those events. One, in particular, was a short film that we made, and it's called Our Declaration. I want to give a special thanks to Nate Berge and also Jay Gordon, who helped put that together, and we're going to see it tonight.
Okay.
So, right over here. Thank you.
They read the words that help shape a nation. If you were to follow the tracks that built this town 30 miles south and 250 years back, you'd be standing where these words were spoken for the first time in history. While the words have been studied, debated, celebrated, and challenged ever since, they've remained a crucial part of the American story. You're about to hear them spoken by a veteran who fought to defend them, by hands that sign them for ears that have never heard them, by employers who turn hard-won liberty into livelihoods for their neighbors, who show up every morning, who load the trucks, and who drive them through this community. By a second grader who will carry them the furthest, and a man who has spent a lifetime learning what these words ask of us. Different ages, different backgrounds, different perspectives. People from all walks of life. People like you. Because ordinary people in ordinary places are exactly who these words were written for. That's why they still need to be spoken. Together, these words form a reminder that while we may not always agree, we share a common inheritance and a common future. These words invite every generation into the same conversation, what it means to be an American. It's not about what pulls us apart, it's about what has held us together for 2.5 centuries. It's about what these words continue to ask of us today. This is your Hatfield. This is your declaration.
Wow, that was impressive. Is it longer than that? It's 13 minutes? So we'll have to make sure that we get to see the full thing. So thank you for sharing that, and thanks for welcoming us again. So next up, I'm going to invite Ishraq up to talk about the Bangladeshi American Cultural Festival. Thank you for being here.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ishraq Dashmi. I'm a recent graduate of the North Penn High School and a proud volunteer of the Bangladeshi American Community of Pennsylvania. It is my pleasure to invite each and every one of you to our Bangladesh Cultural and Festival Day of 2026. Every year on the last Saturday of June, our community comes together to celebrate our culture, traditions, and the diversity that makes Pennsylvania such a wonderful place to live. This festival is more than just a cultural event. It is an opportunity to bring together families, young people, friends, neighbors, and people from all backgrounds to learn from one another and build lasting connections. Throughout the day, you will experience authentic Bangladeshi cuisine, colorful cultural performances, live music, educational exhibits, children's activities, local vendors, and much more. Whether you have been part of our community for years or are visiting for the first time, there will be something for everyone to enjoy. Unfortunately, due to the poor weather conditions, we had to postpone our original event, but we're excited to announce that the festival has been rescheduled to Saturday, July 25th, 2026, and we sincerely hope you will join us. So some extra event details. So it's taking place Saturday, July 25th, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at School Road Park. The address is 1619 School Road, Hatfield, PA 19440. Your presence would truly make the celebration even more special. By attending, you'll not only enjoy a wonderful day with family and friends, but you'll also help celebrate the values of cultural appreciation, diversity, inclusion, and community that unites us all. So on behalf of the Bangladeshi American community of Pennsylvania, I warmly invite you, your family, your friends, and your neighbors to come celebrate with us. Please spread the word and help us make this year's festival our biggest and most memorable one yet. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to welcoming you on July 25th. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Next up, we have a presentation on Victus bats. Omar, come on up.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So we have a small video to show before I start presenting. So for those who don't know, my name is Omar Rafe. I'm the Business Assistance Coordinator for the Commerce Department. It is an honor to make this presentation possible, especially with the help of my director, Steve Forrester. So to celebrate our region hosting this week's Home Run Derby and Major League All-Star Game for the first time in 30 years, and to highlight one of our world-renowned Monco makers that helped make both of these events possible. And to recognize that 28% of all major league swings, it's the highest percentage in the nation, equal to the combined numbers of 1, 2, and 3 together are made with this King of Prussia product. And to acknowledge that these Monco-made tools are used by Phillies Bryson Stakkat, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, Alec Boehm, and Mundo Sosa, Adolis Garcia, and were used more than any other brand in this year's Home Run Derby.
Yeah, great.
And finally, to celebrate the latest marketing project from the Commerce Department, we are proud to present you, the Montgomery County Commissioners, your very own custom-made, self-autographed Victus bats.
Are you serious? Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
Very cool.
I was wondering what.
Go at each other.
Okay. Just want to say this was cleared by the solicitor.
You're better at opening things.
It's Christmas morning.
I'm not used to getting presents. Oh wow.
That's great.
That's cool.
So I was wondering, I was looking at the agenda and I was like, I don't remember talking about this part of the agenda. So Omar, I think, is this your first time presenting in front of the? You did a great job. And even better, you brought presents. Are we supposed to do a picture with this?
We all should do the.
Okay. I don't even know how to hold that. How do you hold it?
What about like this?
Like this? Can I?
Is he gonna come in? Come on in.
Oh, yeah, Omar, come on.
I don't have my own bat, but one day I'll have one.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
The turn here is a little bit this way. Yeah, rotate this way.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Tom, just a teeny bit that way.
3, 2, 1.
Yes. Do we want to take baseball card pictures?
3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you.
Great, that's great.
Well, that was a treat. So I have a 6 and an 8-year-old at home who's just started to do baseball and softball. That's really a commitment. Like softball and baseball, like every Saturday, 2 games a week. So, but I guess that's what we do as parents. You warned me. You warned me.
Just getting started.
All right. So first up is our public comment. So just for those that have never done public comment in our meeting before, the first public comment section is for comments related to items on tonight's agenda. Okay, so if you have a comment on anything that we're going to vote on, you can come. You have 3 minutes. You will be stopped at 3 minutes. So we'll kick off this first. There will be a later public comment section at the end.
We don't have anyone signed up.
Okay, no one for public comment. Great. All right, next up, approval of the minutes. I'd like to make a motion to approve the June 25th, 2026 minutes of the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Next up, resolutions. We have 2 TEFRA approvals. Steve, come on up.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the bats. We got a tour for you whenever you want.
Okay.
Steve Forster, Director of Commerce on behalf of the Montgomery County Industrial Development Authority. Before you today is a request by Waverly Heights, a nationally recognized life plan community, seeking a resolution approving the issuance of one or a series of tax-exempt revenue bonds totaling up to $73 million. Waverly Heights is a nonprofit, nationally accredited life plan community established in 1990 in Lower Merion Township, Montgomery County, featuring the full continuum of care from independent and assisted living to skilled nursing and memory care. The bonds to be issued are for the construction of 3 new buildings with a total of 36 new apartment units, several new amenity, wellness, and dining spaces to fund an interest reserve and other costs of issuance. The bonds are to be issued by the Montgomery County Industrial Development Authority, have been approved by the IDA pursuant to a TEFRA hearing and resolution adopted July 15th, yesterday. The hearing was properly advertised on the IDA website at least 7 days in advance of the approval. Because this issue is for a Montgomery County-based entity, the Tax Equity and Fiscal Responsibility Act of 1982, or TEFRA, requires approval by the highest elected official in the county where the funds are to be utilized. Approval of the bond issue will benefit the health, safety, and welfare of residents in Montgomery County by providing additional residential services to meet the demands of the lengthy waiting list, upgrade existing facilities, and create 15 to 20 new jobs. Neither the general credit nor taxing authority of Montgomery County are pledged as security for these bonds. Thus, the county takes no financial risk, nor obligation in this transaction, and it does not impact the county's balance sheet in any way. I therefore request your approval of this resolution as presented by the solicitor approving the issuance of the bonds. Thank you for your consideration.
Great. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 1 as described by Mr. Stephen Forster. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none, moving to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up.
Thank you,
the next
Commissioners.
text.
Now before you is another request, this one from New Horizons Montessori School Association, now known as the Montessori School, or simply TMS, seeking a resolution approving the issuance of one or a series of bonds totaling up to $2.5 million. TMS is a nonprofit accredited Montessori educational institution founded in Fort Washington in 1970 and now located in Dresher, Upper Dublin Township, Montgomery County, serving children from ages 18 months through 5 years old, 1st through 6th grade, and after-school programming. The bonds to be issued are for electrical and HVAC upgrades, farmhouse renovation, new playground structures, and the refinance of previously issued bonds. The bonds are to be issued by Montgomery County Industrial Development Authority and were approved by the IDA pursuant to a TEFRA hearing and resolution adopted July 15th, 2026, again, yesterday. The hearing was properly advertised on the IDA website at least 7 days in advance of the approval. As with the previous approval, this issue is for a Montgomery County-based entity, and the TEFRA requires approval by the highest elected official in the county where the funds are to be utilized. Approval of the bonds will benefit the health, safety, and welfare of residents of Montgomery County by providing an upgraded physical plant, promoting greater outdoor educational and play opportunities for our little ones, and meet the term obligations of the previously issued bonds. And again, as with the previous one, neither the General Credit nor Taxing Authority of Montgomery County are pledged as security. Thus, the county takes no financial risk nor obligation in this transaction, and it does not impact the balance sheet of the county in any way. I therefore once again request your approval of this resolution as presented by the solicitor approving the issuance of the bonds.
Great. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2, as described by, I saw my solicitor, thank you, by Steve Forster. Why do I, like,
You got it. You
I'm
nailed it.
always, like, Lee always teases me. I always want to say,
Very close. Yeah.
I always
You
want to
nailed it.
say,
You're good.
Forest. I always
No,
want to
that's
say it.
Not that.
It's not that hard. Okay, okay.
The simplest way.
Well, I used to say it. But Lee corrected me. Sorry, I digress. Is there a second for that motion? Second by Commissioner Makija. Any board comment? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Mr. Forrest.
All right, next up, authorization for the Chief Operating Officer to select volunteer experienced finance professionals for a finance working group. Brian, our new CFO. We can clap for that. That's exciting. Yeah.
Good evening, Commissioners. Brian Wilkinson, CFO. I'm here for the presentation of the authorization for the COO to select volunteer experienced finance professionals for a finance working group. Talking points, this, as Commissioner DeBoa mentioned, this is a working group being constituted off of a recommendation of his. It's an opportunity to bring in some outside perspective from high-level experienced financial leaders to ensure that the financial management of county resources follows industry best practices. And the group will function in a volunteer capacity, providing feedback on new and existing financial policies.
Great. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 3 as described by Brian Wilkinson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment?
I just want to, again, thank my fellow commissioners. I think this is a great initiative that we're putting together here for Montgomery County. I think that the outcome is going to be very positive. I think we're going to learn and we're going to find out information when you get a different set of eyes on this. So I'm really excited that we're going to be getting this group off the ground and running. And I know you're going to be happy working with them as well. I know that we talked about this, and so it's a lot of good things happening. So thank you.
And what I would just say is we recognize that we have a wide range of budget challenges, especially as we head into next year. We know that our friends and neighbors are in an affordability crisis, and this board takes our fiduciary responsibility really seriously. I'm excited that we have a new CFO, a new set of eyes, but bringing some outside perspectives in will be helpful. So Commissioner DeBello, thanks for the suggestion and recommendation, and I look forward to voting yes for this.
Yes, I'll just add, I'm also excited about fiscal responsibility, and I think, we've got a big complex budget, and there are many different approaches we can take every year in terms of what we emphasize, what we don't emphasize, and getting, experienced professionals, and you are one of those people, so we're glad to have you as, leading the effort as our new CFO. But having a diverse group with some different backgrounds and ideas would be great to complement your work. So,
Thank you.
Okay. Moving to a vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to come back to these meetings. We get claps
I
after
know, I like
every
this.
resolution. This is exciting.
Ball
So-
sign.
I'm like, oh. All right, authorization to submit an emergency solutions grant application to the Department of Community and Economic Development. Isabella. Oh, thank you.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
Go
My
ahead.
name is Isabella Andriozzi. I am from the Grants and Development Office here at the county. The Office of Housing and Community Development is requesting approval of a resolution authorizing Montgomery County to submit an application to the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development for fiscal year 2026 Emergency Solutions Grant funding in the amount of $600,000. These funds will support the county's street outreach, rapid rehousing, and emergency shelter programs serving individuals and families experiencing homelessness. The resolution also authorizes the required 100% local match of $600,000 using county funds as required by the grant program. The local match will come from a combination of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, the Community Development Block Grant, and the PADHS Homeless Assistance Program. Thank you.
Thank you. Great job. Is this your first time?
Yes.
Great job. Let's give her. Okay. So I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 4 as described by Isabella Andriozzi. Did I say that?
You did.
You jinxed me on the
You're
last
doing good.
names. I was doing good. Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Nice job. All right. Commissioner's appointment to the Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board. I'd like to make a motion to approve the board appointment as described in Resolution G-5. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Makija. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, Megan Brown for the personnel list. Now, Megan Brown is easy. Thanks
I
for being
tried.
here.
All right, good evening, Commissioners. You should have in front of you the final copy of the Commissioners Department personnel list. It's a 3-page document dated July 15th, 2026, with a timestamp of 1:16 p.m. All positions have been reviewed and are presented for your consideration.
Great. I'd like to make a motion to approve the July 16, 2026 personnel presentation as given by Ms. Megan Brown. Is there a second? Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Megan, is this your first time?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But she did a good job. She did a really good job. All right, next up, advertisement of bids and RFPs, Montgomery County Exhibit A. I'd like to make a motion to approve the advertisement of bids and RFPs for Montgomery County on attached Exhibit A. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Makija. Any board comment? Hearing none.
So
Oh, you have a
I'll just add one
comment?
thing.
Go ahead.
One thing I think is exciting about the RFPs is that we have an RFP for mobile outreach for opioid support in terms of addressing the opioid crisis. And it's really a good example of how the county is using funds from the opioid litigation that we recovered from the drug companies because we're now in communities, in neighborhoods, meeting people where they are. So you don't have to walk into a treatment center, although that's also going to be much easier at the end of this year. But we're bringing services directly to the people. So that's an RFP that hopefully we'll get some good responses to and be able to deploy those services across the county.
Okay. I lost my spot. Was I on Exhibit
Board
A?
comment. We did
Exhibit
second.
A for the vote.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right. Moving to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next up, awards of contract, Montgomery County Exhibit B. I'd like to make a motion to approve the contracts, awards, amendments, and renewals for Montgomery County on attached Exhibit B. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, awards of contract, Southeast PA Regional Task Force, Exhibit C. I'd like to make a motion to approve the contracts, awards, amendments, and renewals for Southeast PA Regional Task Force on attached Exhibit C. Is there a second? Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, public comment. This is general public comment. Just some guidance on this public comment. This is designed for comments relevant or germane to county business. This means that the subject matter of all comments must be limited to items or issues which are currently before the Board of Commissioners for consideration or what may come before the board for consideration. And so you have 3 minutes for public comment.
Okay, first
Who do
up,
we have?
yes, I'm sorry. Sandra
Go.
Levine.
Hello.
Sandra Levine, Hatfield Township. Welcome to
Thank you.
Hatfield Township. So glad to have you here, and it's easy access here. It's really wonderful. I am concerned about the voter rolls. They are very outdated. I have someone that I go to a trailer park where there's a lot of mobility in part of it, and somebody's been on the roll since 2016. They might be inactive, but they're still on the roll, and that's not good. A couple in Hatfield 4-2, where I also knock on doors, they moved the owner. I finally asked the owner, "Is that your daughter?" He said, "No, we bought the house in 2012, and they moved south somewhere." They're still inactive, but they're on the voter roll, and that shouldn't be. And then in back to the trailer park again, I started knocking on those doors, and I go to the office to say, do they live there or do they not live there, because it's a transient place. 2024, people voted, but they weren't living there. And so this is a concern that I have, that our voter rolls are not up to date. Somebody voted and didn't live there. And so they say to me, you keep coming, but they're not here. So I'm really concerned about that. And thank you. I'm glad that we have somebody to help, a commission to look at our finances, because there could be a lot of duplication of effort within the county, and I'm so glad to see you take that seriously. Any raise in taxes affects my neighbors.
Sure.
And we're in starter houses. We're not in some of the big properties that are around. And I really appreciate that you're doing that, because any tax increase really affects the families that are living around me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your comments.
I'll just say something really quick on voter rolls, and our solicitor can expand, but there is a federally mandated or governed process on when you can remove people from voter rolls, and it's, I believe, after they are placed on inactive status, given a notice, and fail to vote in 2 consecutive general elections. And that's the process that we follow.
I don't have the exact timelines in front of me. The general due process protections you described are correct, and I believe in Pennsylvania, non-voting doesn't trigger removal in and of itself. It's the federal list maintenance practices.
Right. So there's basically there's a statute that governs how and when we do this, and that's what we follow. So it doesn't happen automatically, the minute someone moves, because you don't know if they've moved temporarily or whether they've gone somewhere to school, for example. They're still eligible to vote at home. So, the best that we do is follow that procedure. And if there is an instance of someone voting here who shouldn't be, we always refer those cases to the DA or the AG as appropriate.
Okay, Michelle Ingarto.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Michelle Ingarto from Lower Salford. And in the primary this year, electronic poll books were rolled out with the goal of making check-in faster and easier and to provide for smoother election day operations. In April, the commissioners touted these as secure and fully certified devices that were successfully piloted in the last 4 elections. Yet the performance in May at the primaries was unacceptable and highlighted the need for further testing and debugging before widespread use is implemented. Just a couple of examples from May. In Lower Salford 3, the e-poll books were ordered to be shut off by voter services after a number of issues, including not finding qualified voters in the electronic logbook, not accepting signatures, and failing to print receipts. The polling place was told by voter services to abandon the e-poll books altogether in less than 1 hour from the opening of the polls. In Hatfield 3-1, according to the majority inspector, the paper would only come out an inch and then would stop using the e-poll books. The labels were incomplete and the voter slips were lost. They continued to struggle throughout the day and were never able to get consistent printing of slips, implementing a makeshift check-in process to accommodate. They had numerous issues, and there were delays in processing. Voters were upset as they stood in line, and they also caused them to question whether there would be any record of them ever being there to vote. They had only 183 in-person voters, so imagine what November will look like this year with this problematic technology impacting many thousands. Other township poll workers have expressed similar issues and frustrations with the technology not working properly, and I'm sure if we canvass the judges of elections, that would help us enumerate all the problems that need to be addressed. The experience did not give our voters in Montgomery County confidence in the integrity of the elections, and the responsible way to roll out the technology would be to identify all the issues and potential issues with e-poll books, find the root causes, prove the fixes through testing, roll out a pilot in real but limited environment, and run paper logbooks in parallel, please, until we are certain that the technology works as it's supposed to and that it can be trusted. Anything short of that would be irresponsible and a betrayal of the voting citizens. To do nothing further or hide behind a false security of the poll pads having been previously certified is to live in denial of the chaos that will ensue in November. I'm sure that Voter Services is fully aware of many of the problems, and we all hope these issues are adequately addressed for an excellent experience in November. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Yeah, I'll just comment briefly, which is that we, for the first time, of course, tried out these poll books and expected there to be issues. We made sure and will continue to make sure that every polling place has the paper poll books, right? So I think you mentioned that we should do that. We have been doing that, and we will do that, because if any of these, doesn't work, we immediately instruct the judge of elections in that precinct to use the traditional paper poll book. And there have been a number of issues. It was all documented. We expected issues to come up, and we're working through those systematically to ensure every one of them is addressed. And even with all of that, we'll have paper poll books in November.
Well, just want to, the poll, two things. One is, just for the record, I did not agree to roll out the poll books originally, but we have them, and now we're going to do everything we can to ensure that they're working correctly moving forward. They were piloted through multiple elections in the past, small pilot programs. Issues were documented, issues were addressed and fixed, and this was the first full rollout of the poll books. And yes, there were some polls that we ran into problems with, but as Commissioner McKeesha said, we fully anticipated that there would be or could be problems, and we will still continue to have the books, the printed books that will always be there as backup as we continue to get the system up and running and be as efficient as possible as we move forward.
And I would just say we take election integrity very seriously. We have a pro in Mira leading our, Mira, raise your hand.
That's the 11-year-old who did
Yes,
this.
that's the 11-year-old. We've run down all the issues. We've been meeting with the vendor. The team is taking November very seriously, as we do every election. So, Mira, counting on you and the team to get those technical challenges out of the way. Now, with any IT rollout, there's going to be technical challenges. But thank you for your comment, and thank you for raising it. Who's next?
Ginger Hoyt.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hi.
It's my first time here, too.
Okay.
I'm Ginger Hoyt from Solderton Borough. I, too, am concerned about the rotor rolls and concerned that they need to be cleaned up. I first discovered an issue when I noticed on the rolls that my neighbor, who moved over 5 years ago, has not been removed from the rolls yet. And he lives down in Georgia somewhere, I don't know where. But I was very concerned because there are people, other people living in that house who bought that house from him. So I wish there was some way that I could report that and be told where it is on the list or how it's going to be taken care of. Not being able to act on it and be assured it's being acted on is a concern.
Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Ted Josie. Ted Josie. Hi, Ted.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm Ted Josie, but more importantly, we are retired citizens, county citizens of Montgomery County. Congratulations, Commissioner Winder, on your elected position as Vice Chair of the Pennsylvania Democratic Party and the role all of you played in the state budget being passed and signed by Governor Shapiro just this past Sunday. We are here asking for a cost of living adjustments for the retirees of Montgomery County. When the county offered the early retirement buyout, we were told that a periodic cost of living adjustment would be part of that incentive package. Many of us made life-changing decisions based on that assurance. And here we are, almost 20 years later, still waiting for the county to honor that commitment. We're not asking for anything extravagant. We're asking the county to acknowledge the promise that was made and to recognize the reality retirees are living in today. Other counties have shown that COLAs are possible. Chester County granted a COLA in 2018, and Berks County through PMRS have provided COLAs more recently. These examples make one thing clear. Granting a COLA is not impossible, it's a choice. We are simply asking Montgomery County to show the same level of respect and responsibility that our neighboring counties have shown their retirees. We serve Montgomery County with pride. We upheld our end of the agreement. All we're asking is for the county to uphold theirs. A modest COLA would honor that commitment and help retirees maintain basic stability at a time when costs continue to rise. With that being said, I respectfully thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you for your comment.
Just a quick comment. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Go.
Just a quick comment on that, and I appreciate your comments this evening. I will tell you that as commissioners, when we came in 2024, I can attest for decisions that were made before that, but we've been looking at that pension system. We've been working diligently on trying to position it to do something in the future. Unfortunately, we're bound by law, and there's, not to get into the complexities of it, but there's this calculations that have to occur, and we've been going, each year we go through these calculations. We have an actuary that actually does it, and they look at the stability of the system, the investments, and the returns that were made on the investment, the payouts. All this goes into this system, it's into these calculations, and there's a factor that has to, it's 80% is the number, and because of 2022, it wasn't a good year for the investments in the pension system, so we've been below that 80%. So we haven't been able to look at, haven't been able to make that adjustment and do any type of COLA adjustment. It goes over a 5-year period. So we're hoping that 2022 will drop off next year, and that when that drops off, we've had really strong investment years the last couple of years. in the pension system, and we're hopeful that we will be above that 80%, where we will be in a position where we could seriously consider doing some type of COLA change. But that's the best we could do at this point, because we are bound by what the statutory is related to COLA adjustments.
Yeah, and what I would say is thank you for continuing to lobby on behalf of those that have given so much. I know you've been before us several times, so I just want to acknowledge that. And if you, we did have a retirement board meeting today. If you review that retirement board, you'll see the discussion that we had today at that retirement board and how the pension system is trending. And it is trending in a positive direction. So we did talk about this very topic at that board meeting. So we'll have more data from the actuary after, what did they say, September. To help us make an educated decision on how do we move forward with a COLA. But I have been committed to finding a way to do this. But to Commissioner DeBello's point, we've been bound by the law in terms of what we can and cannot do. So I just don't want you to think that your efforts to advocate on behalf of retirees have gone in vain, because we've heard you every time, and I want to thank you for bringing it up again tonight.
Thank you. Can laws be changed, though?
Well, we have some lawmakers in the audience.
We got at least one from Harrisburg.
At least there's
two.
There's two.
I see two.
Yes. Not to put them on the spot, but yeah, sure, laws can be evolve and change. So, okay, thank you. Who's
Okay,
next?
Next up, Kofi Osai. I'm sorry if I pronounced
Osai.
it.
Kofi Osai.
Hey, my name is Kofi Osei, Taliesin Township Supervisor. There was some talk about getting applauses here. I think if you had a meeting in Taliesin, it'd be a little different.
Okay.
Last few times, county representatives were in Taliesin. A lot of my residents shook their fists and said the county needs to fix their roads before telling us what to do. And I am here to make the same request, but in a more collaborative tone. I think of the township's relationship with the county as a partnership. My constituents are your constituents, and to your credit, I think this board has done a lot to engender that goodwill. The local official orientation, I think, was fantastic, and I would actually like that to be an annual event. It was mentioned a lot of the stuff you're doing with Hatfield was great. I followed a lot of what you've done with Upper Gwinnett and Lansdale officials to work on the regional housing crisis, so I appreciate that. And Taliesin, we just approved a county planning assistance contract, so I do think we're moving in a good direction. But to reiterate that request, we are seeing a wave of both residential and commercial development in the North Penn area. And, Sumney Town Pike does need to be fixed. I know you did just get some funding to study that corridor. And right now we do have a major proposal that has a lot of frontage on Sumney Town Pike. And, I think there's a good opportunity to coordinate and be very efficient with public money to get that done. So I look forward to working with you and, to get stuff done. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And thanks for the partnership with our Planning Commission. It was nice to see that. And certainly you all are doing some really great things in Taliesin. So I'm confident. I'm looking at Scott France that as we kick off things in terms of the Planning Commission's relationship, that we'll be talking about all of those infrastructure projects. So thank you.
Last one up, Representative Donna Shurin.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello, hello. Well, Representative Donna Shurin from the District 147, Montgomery County, and I live in Lower Salford.
I rise to speak this evening to call upon the county commissioners to aid in the urgent need to press the House Judiciary Committee to convene before July 24th. In March, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruled in Commonwealth versus Lee that the Commonwealth's current sentencing framework for second-degree murder is unconstitutional. The court stayed its ruling until July 24th to give the General Assembly time to enact a constitutional replacement. The Senate responded with bipartisan legislation creating a constitutional sentence framework for second-degree murder while creating a structured parole process, preserving accountability and strengthening victims' rights during parole proceedings, all found within Senate Bill 1400. Although the bill was referred to the House Judiciary Committee on June 26, and despite 2 committee meetings since receiving the bill from the Senate, the House Majority Party has yet to call the bill up for consideration. If the General Assembly does not act by July 24th, the court's ruling will take full effect, necessitating reviews of 1,165 existing felony murder sentences. Attorney General Dave Sunday stated, and I quote, "Inaction is not an option. In fact, it is dangerous. Failing to act would leave our communities and victims without the needed protections," end quote. Montgomery County District Attorney Kevin Steele reached out to me directly, urging action, warning that if the House fails to act, his office will be tasked with reopening cases and reopening wounds for families. He sent me copies of 35 of the worst cases and indicated there were many more. So Montgomery County is in an extremely unique position to act and save the Commonwealth from this nightmare situation. The leader of the Judiciary Committee is Representative Briggs, found right here in Montgomery County. The leader of the House is Representative Bradford, right here in Montgomery County. And of course, we all know our governor is from right here in Montgomery County. I plead for the 3 of you to write a letter and reach out to all of these members requesting that they immediately convene the Judiciary Committee and the full House before the deadline of July 24th commences for the safety of Montgomery County. This is a matter of safety and security for our communities. There is no reason for the House Democrat majority to delay a public safety bill, especially after it received bipartisan support in the Senate. The cost to our county will be great, the delays to current cases will be unacceptable, as will the potential threats to public safety, the anguish endured by victims' families, and the possibility that offenders could be released without proper due process and review are simply too great to ignore. I thank you for your time and look forward to your support on urging the leaders in the Montgomery County delegation to act on Senate Bill 1400 before the crucial deadline of July 24th approaches and wreaks havoc on our county and our state.
Thank you for,
Thank you.
for being here.
Representative Sharon, how many cases was that? Oh, I think it was 11.
1,165. It seems to be an approximation of about 100 cases in Montgomery County.
Okay. Well, we can talk to our district attorney about that concern. Thank you for raising it, because we all do care about public safety. So, and happy to write a letter, but also happy to make a call to Representative Briggs and Representative Bradford. And we have Representative Malagara, you want to give you a shout out as well. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Sorry. Quick question. Representative Sharon, you said they have to convene July 24th, and then what has to happen? Does everything have to happen on by the 24th, or?
Everything must happen by July 24th. The House Judiciary Committee has to convene, pass the bill out of committee, then we have to put it to a vote on the House floor.
Is the House going to be back in session before the 24th?
If Majority Leader Matt Bradford brings us back, we'll be there.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I just want to understand the process.
We'll make some calls. Thank you. Anything else? That's it?
As well as the House Speaker. Sorry.
Oh, I know her too, so, yep. All right. Any closing commissioner comments? Okay. You have some?
Yes.
Go ahead.
One, I'll just say, we mentioned you could talk to legislators about changing the law in regard to COLAs, and I should give them some credit because Rep. Maligari actually had a bill to do that, two bills that passed this year for many public employees, I think teachers, police officers, fire, and others. So, I would just commend him for that, and we'll stay tuned if there are bills that could affect us in the county workforce. Sorry. I was commending Rep. Maligari for his advocacy on the COLA issue for public employees. He has two bills that were passed this year. And we'll stay tuned if we can, if any of the upcoming legislation will affect our workforce, but those were for Pennsylvania State Police, police and fire at municipal level, and teachers. Second, just to close, is anyone watching the World Cup? Raise your hand. So are we rooting for Argentina or Spain? So obviously I rooted for the United States, which meant I endured the game versus Belgium, which is very difficult for anyone who watched. But I always root for the underdog. And even though Argentina won the World Cup last time, I feel like they're still an underdog because they're always losing for the first 85 minutes of the game. So I'm rooting for Argentina because I also commiserate, or I don't know, I think I empathize with the people who are slackers until the last minute and then get the job done. That's like at least who I was in high school.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm also looking at Lee. But I hope everyone has a great time. Sunday is the final. There's also France versus England for the third place. But I had a great time watching at Valley Forge. They had a watch party at King of Prussia. There's also one at the Landing Kitchen near me in Ballackinwood. And I'm sure there are going to be many across the county. So I hope you all enjoy the game. It'll definitely be a good one. Anybody else?
Awesome. Again, thank you to Hatfield for hosting us. Before we're gonna adjourn this meeting, we're gonna have a quick salary board meeting. It will only take a couple minutes, so if you could just remain seated. But thank you to the leadership of Hatfield for hosting us. And that's it, right? So upcoming meeting date, the next Board of Commissioners meeting is August 20th at 10 a.m. in the boardroom. So I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the July 16, 2026 meeting of the Montgomery County Board of Commissioners. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Makija. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Next up, Salary Board. I'll invite our Controller Hart. Okay. All right. Is there any public comment for Salary Board?
There is Scott Franz.
So I was actually going to give you an opportunity to acknowledge retirees. Is that what you were going to do? Okay. So any other public comment? Okay. Megan?
All right. Good evening, members of the Salary Board. You should have in front of you the final copy of the Salary Board list. It's a 5-page document dated July 15th, 2026, with a timestamp of 1:16 p.m. All positions have been reviewed and are presented for the Salary Board's consideration.
Great. Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve the July 16, 2026 Salary Board presentation as given by Megan Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Controller Hart. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Want to take a moment to acknowledge a couple of retirees. First up, I'd like to take a moment to honor a recent Montgomery County retiree, Pat Costello. I see you sitting there in the back, Pat. So Pat has served on our Montgomery County Board of Assessments for 14 years. So we're so grateful that you came back to work for one more time this evening. Pat served the county with unwavering dedication and integrity. And thanks to 30 years as a realtor, Pat brought vast real estate industry knowledge to the position. His expertise was invaluable in decoding settlement statements and scrutinizing appraisals. The department's overall capabilities were greatly strengthened due to Pat's tenure and leadership. He led by example and was known to bring wit and humor to the boardroom. We all need a little humor, making homeowners feel at ease and respected. Pat will sorely be missed as a professional and as a personality. I want to thank you, Pat, for your support over my tenure on the Board of Commissioners. I couldn't do this work without you, and I wanted to take a moment to honor you for the work that you've done over 14 years. So let's give Pat a round of applause. And we have two other members of our Board of Assessments, the chair, Joe Foster, in the corner. He hasn't sat all night, and Olivia Haywood, who I think is sitting next to Pat. So we're going to invite everybody up for a picture. Come on up for a picture. Come on up for a picture, Pat. Okay, and Scott France, come on up.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you for this opportunity. I want to celebrate Donna Karamenico's retirement. Donna began her county career as a teenager, believe it or not, about 46 years ago, and nobody's allowed to do any math there. But she's following in the footsteps of her mother, who also dedicated her career to Montgomery County before retiring. Over the years, Donna served in the courts, worked for the Waste Authority, and ultimately found her home, hopefully her favorite home, in the recycling department of the Planning Commission. In the recycling department, Donna has spent countless days outdoors collecting campaign signs, electronics, tires, and household chemicals. She's done this in the blazing heat, the pouring rain, tropical storms, and I think I was at that one, snow, ice, and conditions that would make most of us seriously consider a career change. Through it all, Donna always showed up and got the job done, no matter how daunting the task. Her husband, Justin, who's here tonight, has often been right there beside her, volunteering at events and becoming an honorary member of the team. Together, they have probably spent more weekends helping Montgomery County residents recycle than they care to count. These events are long, demanding, and often stressful, yet time after time, Donna handles them with professionalism and an unwavering commitment to seeing them through. Donna's years of service have made a lasting impact on Montgomery County and the many residents she helped along the way. And while we're happy that she has earned the opportunity to enjoy retirement, we'll certainly miss her and her dedication, her knowledge, and willingness to brave any weather forecasts that came her way. I want to congratulate Donna on a lifetime career of service and wishing her many years of happiness, health, and well-deserved relaxation in retirement.
Thank you. Donna. Where is Donna? Come on up, Donna. Congratulations. Thank you for all of your public service to Montgomery County. We are pleased that you're here, that we could honor you. So come on up, we'll take a picture. And is your husband, come on up. And Scott?
I'm sorry, yes, this is Justin. He's the best volunteer.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
So I'll let the controller sit down, and then we'll make a motion to adjourn the July 16th, 2026 meeting of the Montgomery County Salary Board. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner DeBello. Any board comment? Hearing none. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thanks for being here.
That bat is very cool. That bat is very cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Your kid is going to love that bat one day.